Hi, I'm Ryan Hamilton from People on Vacation, and you are watching and or listening to The Alt Entertainer.
You asked your fans to choose who you wanted to support the tour. How was the response to...
It was great. It was not only genius, because we had all of the different bands, Twitter, Facebook, whatever, directing all the attention at us. Kidding, sort of. But the response was incredible because you had everybody going, vote for Danny Gruff, vote for Autumn Ruin, vote for, it was fun. It was great.
So the tour, you've played at some small intimate venues like today. It's quite small. Do you prefer the small intimate venues or like the more kind of big arenas?
I prefer this, but this is what I've been used to my entire musical career. Packed venues about this size was my favorite, and we've played for 100 people one night and 300 the next, and I love that. That's my favorite because there's a connection that happens with the audience when they're that close in this small of a space. You can just have a conversation with someone. At the bigger shows, there's the barricade and the security people at the front. And it feels there's a distance there that I don't like.
Yeah, you definitely need to connect, don't you, with the kind of audience and.
Absolutely, I think that's an important part of the live show is not just entertaining people, but everybody feeling like they're all a part of it together. And it's like going to a party where everybody got really drunk, and the next day you go, oh my God, can you believe so and so? Yeah.
And is there a difference between performing in America to the UK?
There is. So the music business has changed a lot in the past 5 or 10 years, and people aren't going to shows as much as they used to all over the world. But in America, it's very drastic. People want to stay home. They want to stream the show, watch it on their couch. And in the UK, people still get really excited about coming out to shows. They show up early and stand in line, and it's the best. I wish people in America still got that excited about going to shows.
Your new album has been out for a few weeks now.
Yeah.
I love the first track, Don't Ask the Question.
You.
What was your inspiration for the album?
Just real life. Jarrett and I went through a lot of changes. He went through some darker stuff than I did, but we both had a lot of life experience that kind of came to the surface on this album, I think. And the strange thing is we wrote all the songs together, and it feels like it's coming from one person's struggle, but I'm really proud of it, and it's crazy. It's been out for a few weeks now.
Yeah. You were in a band called Smile Smile before this. What was it like compared? Was it different in any way?
Yeah, it was very sad and acoustic.
Yeah.
But that band did great. I mean, we don't have anything to do with each other now.
Yeah.
But I'm very proud of everything that band accomplished. And we never got a chance to come over here, so People on Vacation has provided that opportunity for me, and I'm really happy about that. I love it over here. But yeah, anyway, my old band was sad.
Okay. And the actual name of People on Vacation, where did you get that from?
So for a long time, there's a guy named Bob Schneider. I don't know who he is. Yeah, he's a great friend, super talented songwriter. He does this songwriting game every week via email where you get a line. There are 10 or 20 people, and you get a line a week, and you have to write and record a song with that line in it. And there's some pretty big names in there. Jason Mraz, Anya Marina, Steve Poltz, some of the Dixie Chicks. So you get all these people in this tiny little circle. I felt very special to be a part of it. But Jarrett was a part of it too. And it was his week to come up with the line for the song, and his line was People on Vacation. So there are actually 20 songs floating around that all those people wrote that were called People on Vacation. And he called me. He was on tour with Bowling for Soup here, and he said, "What do you think about that for a band name?" I was like, "I love it." And it was just coincidence that it was Vacation from our other bands.
Yeah. So this is nearly final question.
Okay.
If you could be a superhero for a day, what would your superhero name be? What would your superpower be, and what would you do?
Oh my God. I don't know about the name, because whatever I could come up with would be terribly lame. But I have always wanted to be invisible. I haven't always wanted to be invisible, but if I could have a power, it would be that. I would love to just kind of see what people say behind closed doors, you know.
Fly on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, something fly related. Except less poop.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
And finally, what's next for people on vacation?
Well, we really only planned up to this tour, and this has answered a lot of questions. I think we get to keep being a real band, which is great. It's been the craziest thing. We got together to just write some songs, be friends, and now we're on our first headlining full band tour of the UK, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'd love to just keep touring and kind of keep doing what we're doing. And yeah, but like I said, we really only planned this far. So I guess we'll see.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Don't ask the question if you don't want the